Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing so well. Today I'm going to share with you guys some of the best fall lip colors, and I have these colors in a variety of formulas. So whether you like liquid lipsticks, lip stains, lip glosses, lip balms, there's going to be something for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite lip color for the fall is. We have a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with the longest lasting formula and then work down from there. So I'll go liquid lipsticks, lip stains, traditional lipsticks, glosses, balms. I hope that makes sense. So if you are not interested in liquid lipsticks, you can just like fast forward to a further part of the video. So we'll start off with liquid lipsticks. I personally like liquid lipsticks, especially for the fall when I'm doing more like glam sort of looks and I want my makeup to really stay in place. If you're going to holiday events, parties, Thanksgiving, you're going to be eating food, you know, talking a lot. I personally don't like to worry about my lip color fading off. So I feel like liquid lipsticks, although they can be a little bit uncomfortable at times, there is a time and a place for them. So the one that I'm wearing today is actually like an oldie but a goodie, like the OG liquid lipstick. But it's still kicking because the formula is that good, and it is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick. These are around $4 or $5. You can get them at Walmart. The one that I'm wearing today is in the color Berry Recognize, and this is just the perfect berry lipstick for the fall. There's something about deep plums and purples with oranges. Purple and orange are complementary colors, so you put the two together and it's like chef's kiss. It's just the most perfect deep purple. It's not too red. Some purples can lead a little bit red. This one has more of a almost a magenta-y undertone, so it pairs really well with cool tones. I'm wearing it with my That's Taupe palette from ColourPop today, and I feel like the two are just a match made in heaven. You can pair it with pinks, the cool tone pink that's really trendy right now. It will work perfectly. This formula is really great. You don't need a lot. Just use a little bit and it stays in place so well. And again, it's only like $4 or $5. So if this is not a color that you're going to be wearing all the time, I feel like it's good to have an affordable option because you don't want to invest in something that you're not going to get that much use out of. Something that is just as long wearing but a bit more comfortable on the lips is my personal favorite formula, the Superstay Vinyl Inks from Maybelline. I literally think I have almost every color in these because I'm obsessed with the formula. They are that good. These are sort of a modern version of a liquid lipstick, okay? They give you that staying power, they stay in place, they don't bleed out of the lip lines, but they don't dry your lips out at all. The caveat is that they do remain just the slightest bit tacky, but it's not something that's gonna like glue your lips together, and I don't find it to be too irritating. It's just something that I wanted to note. When you first apply them, they do have a little bit more of a satin leaning glossy finish. The glossiness does wear off as you wear them throughout the day. It's not super glossy, but it's not flat matte either, so they look really natural on the lips. The three shades that I am recommending for fall time are just the most perfect tones. The deepest out of them all is number 55 Royal. So with these, you want to shake them before you apply. And oh my goodness, this is just the most fabulous, deep, almost purpley red. It's so romantic. This is a statement red. It's more of that grungy red. It's just the perfect red to flatter a lot of different skin tones, I feel. If you have really fair skin, this is just gonna like pop. And if you have deeper tones, this is gonna complement your skin wonderfully. It's gonna look really beautiful. It's almost a more jewel toned red. You can see when you shear it out, it does have more of that, not pinkiness, but like a deep pinky purpley kind of base. It's just gorgeous and it stays in place super well and it's just fabulous. My hand is totally stained. The next color I want to recommend is 115 Peppy. It's almost like a pinky brown color. It's right here in the middle here. So this goes with so many different looks because it has that more pinky brown tone. It can go with practically anything and look amazing. It looks a little bit lighter in the swatch, but on my skin tone at least, if you have more of a fair to light skin tone, I feel like it does make more of a statement. The last shade in the Vinyl Inks that I feel like is perfect for fall is 105 Golden. This one is definitely the lightest and the brightest of the three. It almost has a neon quality to it and a little bit of a coraliness. As the name would suggest, it does have a lot of warmth to it. It has a lot of oranginess to it, but it's not a deep burnt orange. It's more of that bright corally orange, which I feel like is a little bit overlooked in fall. A lot of times you think of like a deep burnt sunsetty orange, which obviously is wonderful for the fall time, but I do feel like these corally tones can really work in the fall, and it just helps to like liven up your face. It's going to make you look a little bit more youthful when you have something a bit brighter and more neon-y on the lips. So love all three of these shades. You honestly cannot go wrong with any of them, and the formula again is probably one of my favorites out of all my lip products. And the Maybelline ones do stain, as you can see. So moving into a lip stain that is not as long wearing as the Maybelline, but a little bit more hydrating, and it's kind of a hybrid between a gloss and a stain. It's a really unique formula, and it is from the K-beauty brand Romand. So they have two different formulas, the Lasting Water Tint and the Juicy Lasting Tint. Honestly, I don't feel like there's a huge difference between the two formulas. I know that the Juicy Lasting Tints come in more neutral colors and a bigger shade range, whereas the Lasting Water Tints I feel like are definitely going to be more in that red, pinky, deep family, if that makes sense. So the first color is definitely something more neutral. If you want the perfect everyday lip for fall, this is the color for you. Macadamia is almost like that pinky brown shade, but it has some warmth to it. This is the perfect lip color because it literally goes with anything. It adds just the right amount of depth and color to your lips if you have more of a fair to light skin tone like me. The thing that I love about this formula is how comfortable it is on the lips. It has more of a gel-like texture, so it feels almost cooling as you're applying it. It just feels so good, so nourishing. It feels like a lip treatment, but it just leaves behind the most beautiful glossy color that as the glossiness wears off, it does leave a stain behind. It's so easy to wear, so easy to apply, and it's really, really unique. If you want a similar formula where it has that like gel-like consistency that just envelops the lips in like a cushion, get the Lasting Water Tint, but this one is definitely more of a statement shade, and it is in the color 04 Vintage Ocean. Almost a brick red, but this has a little bit more warmth to it with some orangey brown undertones. Again, when you first apply it, it's going to have that glossy, cushiony finish, and as it wears off, you're going to get that reddish, brownish, orangey stain behind. It's not going to be super opaque like a liquid lipstick or even like the Maybelline Vinyl Inks, but it gives you just the right amount of color. It's just gorgeous and perfect for more of a warm tone fall look. A big trend in K-beauty is something that I like to think of as like the popsicle lip. It's a blotted lip, and this lipstick from Morphe 2, the Good Talk Blotted Matte Lipstick, will give you that blotted, soft, almost cloud-like appearance on the lips. It is not the most hydrating formula, but something about it just really smooths out the lips. It doesn't emphasize dryness, and it just makes your lips look really soft and velvety. And this color is Cocoa Cutie, which again is that almost burnt orangey brown color, which I am, as you can probably tell, obsessed with for the fall. It's not too deep to where it's going to overpower an eyeshadow or a blush that you might have on, but it does give you a little bit of depth and a little bit of that grungy vibe, which I love. This is not transfer proof, but because it is that matte formula, it's gonna stay in place really well. You can wear it more opaque, or you can just kind of pat it on the lips for more of that blotted look, which I really like. So definitely check this out. I feel like I've never heard anybody talking about it, but it's a really great formula. It gives you that stained look, but it's more pillowy and soft than a traditional lip stain, if that makes sense. If you don't want something pillowy, cloudy, soft, you want something juicy, delicious, and glossy, this is going to be the formula for you. This is from About Face, and I have mine in the shade Peach Punisher. I'm running out of spaces to swatch. It's a really deep peach. It's almost leaning more red, I would say, but it does have those peachy undertones to it. This literally feels like you're applying butter to the lips. It's similar to something like the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Tints, whatever they're called. You know what I'm talking about. It has this little clicky thing at the bottom which pushes up the product. Don't click out too much or else you're gonna apply too much to the lips because again, it's super melty, but it just makes your lips look super smooth. It glides over all the lip lines. If you have more dry lips, as we might in the fall or winter time, this is gonna give you that nourishing, comfortable quality. It feels like you're applying a lip treatment, but it's gonna give you that nice pop of color, pumpkin spice goodness to the look. So definitely love this. This formula is amazing. It's not the most long wearing. I would suggest pairing this with a lip liner because it is so emollient, but if you just want something that is easy, you can just toss in your bag. It's gonna give you a little bit of hydration. I would definitely recommend this one in Peach Punisher. If you are a no fuss type of girly and you don't wanna worry about lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, all that jazz, you just like lip balms, this one from CoverGirl, their Clean Fresh Lip Balm. It's actually one of my favorites in my collection. It's in the shade Bliss You Berry. It gives you like that bitten lip look, almost brown, really deep plum. So it looks almost like blood, like dried blood in a way, but like in the best way possible. It looks really sultry, gorgeous, autumnal vibe, but it's so sheer that it's not overpowering. And because it is in this balm little stick formula, it's super easy to apply. And you don't really have to worry about it bleeding all over the place because again, it's super sheer. It's moisturizing and emollient, but it doesn't like fly everywhere. It stays in place really well. So definitely recommend this one as well. And last but not least, another mauve tone that I highly recommend for the fall time. These milky glosses from NYX are super hydrating and just so comfortable on the lips. They give you that milky wash of color. They're more pigmented than the butter glosses from NYX if you've ever tried those. It's not as deep and plummy as some of the other ones. This is definitely, I feel like, really great for every day. It's more of a cool tone, purple, almost leaning a little bit pink. I love how like milky it looks. I don't know how else to describe it. It's got like a little bit of a white creaminess in the base. It's like that purple, pinky, almost with a hint of white. It almost looks like a frosting or something. And they smell like a dream, kind of fruity in a way. It's not super vanilla-y, but I personally really like the smell. Yeah, it's got kind of a fruity scent, but I don't notice it lingering too much on the lips. And I personally prefer this formula to the butter glosses. So definitely check this shade out. They have a lot of different shades, but I feel like this shade in particular is just perfect for the fall. I just realized I forgot to mention these Fruit Fetish lip oils from Milani, specifically in the shade 200 Cocoa Cacao. It's a really sheer brown nude color. On the lips, it just gives a slight tint. It's really hydrating, very nourishing, not sticky, lasts really well, and it smells amazing, just like chocolate. So if you want something super subtle for the fall, check these out from Milani. So yeah guys, that wraps up this video. Those are all of my favorite fall lip colors. Have you tried any of these lip colors, or what is your favorite lip color to wear in the fall lip formula? Do you guys like liquid lipsticks? Something more glam and long wearing? Or do you usually want something more hydrating? I would love to know. I think I like a little bit of everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.